All right. Hi, it's Lena from my dirty house. Sorry. My plan was to do this outside on my balcony, which is gorgeous, but there's something going on. We have a bunch of construction across the street, and there's something really loud going on, and it's not stopping. So today, right now, I'm going to do a downward dog tutorial. It's for someone who I found online who was looking for some help. So I'm super excited because this is perfect. We should have these videos for each pose that is difficult or for beginners, so you know what you're doing so that you can do it right, because yoga is amazing and it's your practice. It is individualized. It is perfect for everyone in your own way. So I want to reiterate that your practice is your own, and it's all about you, what you can do, and you work from where you are, and you will keep progressing. And eventually, if you want to be one of those people with your foot behind your leg or doing your handstand for 3 minutes, then you can get there. You can do that. Anyone can do that. All right. As long as you have arms. That was probably bad. Okay. Downward facing dog. So we're going to start here on our hands and knees and our tabletop position. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure your shoulders are over your hands, your hips are over your knees. Find a good place here. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, all 10 toes, all 10 fingers. So first we're going to start with our hands. Focus on your hands. What I want you to do is I want you to try to push into the floor, so much so that the middle of your hand, the very center of your palm, is coming off of the ground. So your fingers are spread, your hands are flat on the ground, and then you're pushing into the ground with your fingertips, your palms, everything. So that's going to take that energy, that the weight of your body up into your whole arm and out of your wrists in your hands, which can be an issue for a lot of people. So from here, once you get that, we're going to tuck these toes back here and bring the butt up into the air, extending those legs. So now I want you to walk your feet out. Just take some steps. Find a good placement. You want your feet about hips width or just beyond your hips width apart. So this is probably not very attractive, but I'm going to show it this way so you can see. So my feet, my optimal alignment in my downward facing dog, my feet are just barely wider than my hips. So this is my placement of my feet right here. So that's what we're doing. We're making sure our feet are either right where our hips are or just wider than that. So now that we found our feet placement, get your hands back where they were. Again, pressing all 10 fingers into the ground so that we're lifting that very center of the hand off the floor. So once you figure out where you want your feet, at least the width here, it's going to probably take you some time to figure out where you need them in the triangle. So, closer to your hands or further away from your hands. So it is a triangle that we're making here. It's okay to have your knees bent. It's great to have your heels lifted, your knees bent, your heels lifted, wherever you need to be, because where the focus is here is the hips. So you don't want them here. You want the tailbone facing up. So tailbone should be facing up. So if you look at my hips, we don't want to be here. We want to be here. All right, so even though my legs are bent and my heels are lifted, my tailbone is pointing up and out. So then the chest and the stomach, we're working to bring towards the legs this way. So once you find where you want your feet to be, about hips width apart, then you can move them in or move them back. Find a good, comfortable place for your body. You want to make sure that they're both in line with each other. Again, if you need to, you can bend those knees, you can lift those heels, because most yogis, even if you're super flexible, I mean, I can get here, I can do this, but that's not my optimal pose because my pelvis is still not pointing out and up. So tailbone should be reaching towards the sky, kind of in a diagonal. Bringing your chest forward, reaching the crown of your head here towards the mat in a diagonal, towards those hands. So pressing on all 10 fingers, lifting the center of the hand, whether you're bending your knees or lifting your heels. Make sure that pelvis is tilted up. And this is your downward facing dog. Right here. Good. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. All right. I hope that was helpful. Hope you have a good evening.